Alright, so I figure I'll make a little video here. I've been wanting to do this for a little while. Just fooling around with this Biscayne here. And I gotta find a bolt for my battery cable there. I can't stand the side post batteries. But I'm gonna fire this thing on up. It's been a little while. And it's getting a little dark outside. I want to fire this thing up so we can see some flames. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, so I found the bolt there. And we got both our battery cables on there. And we got it cranking here. So we need some ignition. I filled the bowl up, if you're wondering. So let's get some get some ignition there somehow. See what it does. Hopefully it don't backfire. You can get some sparks. Alright, that's enough. Don't run it too long. Yeah, this thing hasn't been running in a good while. So, that's fun. Here I do that. Let's unhook this battery cable here. Yeah, that was fun. I only filled the bowl up, so I didn't have a whole lot of fuel in there. So, but yeah, it's a little bolt I was looking for. That was fun. I think fired right on up. There we go. Yeah, that thing fired right on up. I think it's been sitting since, shoot, I don't think I've had it started since whenever the last video I made on this. Yeah, whatever the last video was on this was the last time it was started. So. Oh man, that feels good. It's cold out here. Oh, that feels good. I was kind of expecting it to have a little more flamage down there, but that's okay. I don't want to be hard on it because it hasn't run in a while. So, this thing sounds pretty good. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I figured I'd do that for fun. What the heck? Let's fire it up again. Might have flooded it. Alright, it's enough. I knew that's what y'all wanted. So that's why I went back and did that. I was waiting until it's dark enough to do it. I always wanted to do that. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Let there be light. So yeah, this is a little 305 I did the top end rebuild on. Did that about a year ago, and I mean, as you can see, it's still holding up just fine. So drove on it a couple times when it was still my C10. Then I pulled it out, put it over in this Biscayne here, And just waiting on a few things. I got to get the radiator support in here, which I have. Got to put the radiator in it. Got to find some hoses. And we got to pull the 3-speed back out and put the clutch kit in it. I just got the bell housing and the transmission bolted up for now. There's no dry shaft in it, but just been fiddling around with it a little bit. I had to rob the PCV valve off of it for the Durango, and now I need to go get it, put that back on, because I took this one, robbed that off the Ford, so I gotta fix that. So, and I'm going to move that around. I did put the breather back on. I had to borrow that breather right there, and I'll use that on my valve covers on my Durango. And then I finally bought one, and then I put it back on here the other week. And I did loop the heater hose, but I know it's not perfect, you know, for what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make this car be able to move around, and you know, I just wanted to keep trash out of it for now. Still got a thermostat in it. There is a thermostat in there, because look, it's a good thing it's a thermostat in there. But so I gotta go through it and clean a couple things up. And I do have an air cleaner for it. And this carburetor, I bought this carburetor, and it's been sitting for 2.5, maybe not that long, maybe 1.5 to 2 years, something like that. It's sitting, and look at this. The accelerator pump works perfect. Look at that. You can see where it's been running. You can tell it's cold out here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not real cold out here, but it's cold enough. But yeah, I figured I'd fiddle around with it a little bit. I've been wanting to do that, and don't want to run it too much like yet, because you know, I don't want to mess this motor up. So helps get my head. I'll throw this old air cleaner back on here. I know it's an ugly air cleaner, but it serves its purpose. It keeps stuff out of there. I did paint that fan and that pulley and all up. I still got to paint that spacer yet. And I did paint that lower pulley. But I was going to degrease the whole motor and paint everything back up and clean it up. And then I'm going to take the valve covers off of it, and I'm going to put 283 valve covers on it, because when I was doing this, I was trying to make this a 283, and you know, I was going to put 283 heads and all on it, but I changed my mind. It just wasn't worth it, because all the heads I got, I don't really have any. Well, I got a couple that are decent, but they don't have the hardened seats, and it's not really worth it. I don't want to put them on here and mess them up. So these got the hardened seats, so that way I ain't gonna worry about it. It does have a flat tap that can. But fiddling around with it. This was the first motor I've ever, well, it actually was the second motor that I've did a top end freshen up on. The first one was my Ford over there, and this was the second one. This one turned out much better. This motor actually runs pretty good. It's got a 600 CFM 1406 carburetor on it. Read that or not. 1405. Is that 1406? I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. But this thing runs pretty good. I'll close this on up and I'll show y'all the temperature. There's how cold it is out here right now. Let me get my Etzel sign in. Yep, there's temperature. Alright, Max. Alright, Max. Tell everybody bye. You ready? You ready? Okay. I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.